Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2022 and another part of our McLaren career mode. Today we are back with the Monaco Grand Prix. Always one that could pose a lot of drama, but you never know how things are going to work. Thank you very much for the support on the series so far, and thank you for your support on the last episode as well. Lots of people have lots of opinions about Oscar Piastri, but after his comeback in the last race in Spain, I think he deserves at least a little bit more time, probably until at least the end of the season. But yeah, leave a like if you're enjoying, get involved down in the comment section, all of that good stuff. And without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action. So first things first, we've got some dev points to put out there. Let's increase Lando Norris's defending. Let's also look at Oscar Piastri now. Probably control is what we need to improve with him. And Logan Sargent, let's move his adaptability up a little bit. Him and Oscar are the same age, so we're probably never going to see Logan hit the heights of Formula 1. Certainly with the ratings of the guys out there. We do have some dev points as well for our staff, which is awesome. Okay, right, quick check of our development. So you can see we've only got the underfloor designing at the moment. So let's get a couple more projects on the back burner. Probably, well, let's go rear wing definitely. So we can go for that. We haven't really had much chance to develop the rear wing so much, so let's get that going. And we'll try that on an intense for 34 days. And then let's get another front wing in, because these are the parts of the car that really do make the biggest difference to your performance. So let's go with that. Yeah, that's all fine by me. Right, okie dokie then. On to the next weekend we go. Of course, Monaco. And Oscar Piastri does have a worse, I think it's front wing, isn't it? Yeah. And he also destroyed other front wings. Yep, rear wings fine, side pods are fine, underfloors looking good, as is the suspension. Right then, let's keep going into the next Grand Prix here in Monaco. I will try and remember to do between qualifying and race day stuff. Yeah, I can't really promise both drivers to get through to Q3. Don't really fancy promising fastest lap either, but we'll give it a go. Let's get into the Monaco Grand Prix. Here we go.
Cars have been racing through Monaco's streets since 1929, and this weekend is no exception, as we get to watch the new generation of world-class drivers take over Monte Carlo. This is the Monaco Grand Prix. Monaco is famous for its many narrow twists and corners. From the brake-heavy Le Rascasse to the treacherous Sand of Ots, there are no proper straights to speak of, and it's extremely hard to overtake here. It sounds like simple advice, but getting up as high on that starting grid as possible is the best plan of attack. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. Let the weekend begin!
Okay then, ready for qualifying it will be, and let's see how we get on within that.
And Lando, radio check, radio check.
Let's get out there. We're going to get Oscar straight out and see what sort of time he can put in. Of course, traffic is a big worry here, so keeping our guys close to each other on the track is probably our best course of action. Just need to hope that nobody else sends out their cars, but looks like Verstappen's going to come out at the perfect time. to interrupt Piastri's lap. Ooh, Piastri does get round. That might be okay. And Lando is going to be the one that struggles, but we know that this is a big issue. We know that traffic is going to get in our way this weekend, and it's going to be about how best to get through that. Let's keep an eye on Norris. There you go, this is where it gets tricky. Now Piastri coming across some traffic again, but once again, very nicely negotiated. And I think overall, Norris is going to be well down on his teammate Oscar Piastri, who's gone purple through the middle sector, as you'd expect. Expected Norris to be a good second behind that, yep, pretty much. So Oscar Piastri is going to come up to the line. This is going to be pretty competitive from him. He comes up to the line. It's going to be in the 109s. It's a 109.3 from Piastri. Here comes Lando Norris. He goes over the line, and that is P2. And, well, he was slow in all three sectors, including the final sector there. And Piastri currently quickest of anybody. Let's try and get him on maybe three laps out there. Because I think that'll be more than enough for Lando. So this is his cool up. And he came across Leclerc again. Another cool down this time. And now he has his third flying lap. Let's see how he gets on. Green in the middle sector. And he comes up to the line. Where's he going to get to? It's in the 110s, which ain't enough for Lando Norris. So he's coming in this lap. And he's actually on the cusp here of going out in Q1. Now Piastri might be able to get through on his current time. We don't think so. And perhaps it'll be worth just waiting right until the end of the session. But then you do run the risk of it all going wrong, and if a red flag comes out, or even a yellow flag, it's going to ruin everything, isn't it? So, yeah, there we go, Piastri out now. And there goes Norris. So Norris has just about got enough time. He's the one that we're going to watch. We'll obviously keep an eye on Piastri's times, but Norris is the one that we need to improve massively if he's to get through. Leclerc and Vettel also currently out. And here we go then with Lando Norris. He's going to be the last man over the line. And let's see where we can get to with this. We'll keep an eye on Piastri's sector times as well. Lewis Hamilton currently quickest. Gasly second. Ocon is in third, with Perez fourth. Zhou in fifth. But first people coming over the line. Gasly over the line first. He does improve. What about Perez? Perez does not improve. It's now over to one of the Mercedes cars, as we've got greens in both first sectors, and Piastri still slightly quicker than his teammate Lando Norris, as Ocon goes third. Russell is 11th. Verstappen only 10th. Porsche goes 12th. What about Giovinazzi? He's not through. The two Alpines coming through now. It's Vettel first, and Vettel goes up to third. Very good from him. Piastri improving. Piastri improving. It's going to be now Bottas over the line. Can he improve? No, he can't. As Norris green in both sectors. This is good. It's going to be Piastri over the line first. Where can Piastri get to? He stays 10th, but does improve slightly. What about Norris? Can Norris improve? Can Norris get through Q1? He comes up to the line to 9.2, which puts him just behind his teammate Piastri. but that is enough to get through. And the big news is that Charles Leclerc is out in qualifying 1. Wow. Well, Piastri quicker than his teammate in that session. First time this year that that's happened in live qualifying. Leclerc in 16th there. Albon, Tsunoda, Stroll, and Giovinazzi, the others, to go out. Right, into Q2 then. Try and use the used soft tyres on our first run. And I think probably go for 2 flying laps each. And then brand new set of soft tyres towards the end of the session. So here we go. Let's see how we get on.
And radio check.
Yeah, all good. Track should be green.
Get Norris out there as well. And let's get them going. I'm not going to really follow their times too closely. But they should get good times in. Norris slightly quicker than his teammate Piastri. And a cool down lap. And then how do they do on their second lap? No improvement, interestingly enough. But Lewis Hamilton quickest. And Norris currently in P3. Sandwiching the Haas cars. The 2 Red Bulls, 4th and 5th. Vettel goes 3rd. Good stuff from him. But both cars looking good at the moment. Both Mercedes out. Carlos Sainz out in the Aston Martin. Magnussen currently out as well. And here they come then. Everybody's starting to go out. Need to be careful. Send Piastri first. And then Lando. On the brand new soft tyres. And who's going to come out on top? Can Piastri get through to the top 10 shootout? Or is he going to just fall out at the expense of perhaps Porsche? I mean, the bottom 5 can all go quicker, you would say. Of course, we're going to be focusing on Lando Norris and his exploits. I'll tell you what, Lewis Hamilton is catching up to Norris. We don't want to let him overtake and get in the way of our next lap. It should be alright though. As Norris coming around the final corner now, and he comes up to the line with just 6 seconds to spare. And here he goes on to his flying lap. Let's watch him as he goes up the hill after Sandevon. And now through Casino as Lewis Hamilton, crosses the line, no improvement. Gasly and Ocon do improve up to 2nd and 3rd. Ricciardo goes 5th. What about one of the Alpines? Vettel goes 3rd. Now we've got Max Verstappen. Can Max Verstappen improve? He comes over the line and he goes 5th behind his teammate. Now the turn of the Mercedes. Norris yellow in that first sector. Not good enough from him as Perez goes 5th. That means Piastri, as it stands, is out. No improvement for lots of the bottom 5. Zhou Guanyu is out. Well, we need to find about 1/10 of a second with Oscar Piastri to get himself through. And here he comes up to the line. He is improving. Oscar Piastri over the line and 192, which puts him 8th. That's enough to get through. Norris is struggling. Norris is struggling and Norris is nowhere near. Lando Norris is out. Damn it. I knew something must have happened. We did not put him on his proper new tyres. That is annoying as hell. Lando Norris out of qualifying. Could have done a lot better there. Right. Yes, very annoying. Very, very annoying. Right. Into the next session then. And it's Oscar Piastri flying the flag for McLaren. And we'll wait right until the death, I think. I think Norris would have easily got through.
Radio check.
How do we put him on proper tyres? That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, well. We wanted to leave him right to the end. Now we gotta hope that nobody else comes out and gets in his way. I don't think they will. So this is going to be Piastri's one and only lap here. So he's done 192s basically. But I have no idea how it's going to go down in qualifying 3. Of course, purple through that first sector. Well, after all the uproar about Piastri in the last couple of episodes, thank God that he has brought his A game this weekend. Otherwise, we'd definitely have been out of qualifying by the end of session 2. And this looks a very, very solid lap from Oscar Piastri. Looks like the Haas has gone quicker in the first sector. It's probably what you'd expect from Gasly. He's been qualifying near the front so far, and here he comes then, Oscar Piastri up to the line. We're looking for an improvement on his previous times, and that's what we get, a 109.2. That is his best time of the weekend so far. He shaves another half a tenth off there as Piastri going through the middle sector. Looking very, very strong indeed. Gasly comes up to the line, a 108.8. That is pretty damn ridiculous what he's just achieved there. And we'll see what everybody can do. And we'll give Piastri another chance towards the end of the session. And can we actually take some fuel out of him? Would that be possible? No, I don't think so. No. That's fine. Well, Piastri currently 4th. Sainz pops up into 3rd, and there's Lewis Hamilton on pole. Well, Piastri will be a bit disappointed if he only qualifies 7th. But it's still very, very good. I mean, we're expecting Verstappen, Magnussen, Russell all to improve on their laps, but Piastri will be last man over the line. So let's zoom it forward until that very moment. I don't know if Piastri's actually got enough time here. Oh, he comes over the line. But yeah, they go in the way, unfortunately. Yeah. So, no luck for Piastri. That's my fault for leaving it too late. He did get over the line, but yeah, nowhere near good enough, unfortunately. So it's going to be Lewis Hamilton on pole position. Max Verstappen comes over the line and he stays 9th. Perez improves up to 4th, but Oscar Piastri, best ever qualifying for him. He'll start 7th tomorrow after finishing the last race in 2nd. Fabulous stuff from the McLaren boys.
It's race day with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go.
Qualifying went well for McLaren and they're set to start this race feeling quite comfortable. There was some astonishing work from Aston Martin during qualifying and their drivers are now poised to have a very strong race start. The weather is very overcast here and teams are staring at the sky watching for the first sign of rain. Strategies might have to be quite flexible going into today's race.
And you can't get much more excitement than this on race day. It's the Monaco Grand Prix.
Well, very good. We are ready for the race, so let's get into the action. But before we get into that, let's have a look at the sponsors so we can pop in another position gain statistic in there. I don't think we're going to promise anything for PS. Well, I suppose we have to, do we? Okay. That's fine. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. Right, it's going to be a tricky one, this Grand Prix, simply because it's going to be a one-stop. Obviously, Lando's in a bit of a tricky position with all of this. I think, quite honestly, Lando should go for the hard-soft option. Although it does say mediums will be slightly quicker. I guess because his soft tyres will be shot to pieces. So we'll start on the hard tyre. And we'll switch to mediums a little bit later in the Grand Prix. That's fine. And that gives us maximum flexibility, really. Now, with Oscar Piastri, I think... Let's go for the medium-hard strategy for him. You know, try and stick with the norm. Okay, a little bit of extra fuel. Starting off with overtake on. And similar for Oscar. See what sort of start he can make. And without further ado, let's get ourselves into this 2026 Monaco Grand Prix.
The drivers have now taken position on the grid, and it's looking like a cloudy day. And there's McLaren. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. Norris there, further down the grid. They're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. The teams are ready to go.
And let's not forget, Lando Norris is the championship leader, so this is big for the championship as well.
At the Monaco Grand Prix. And it's
lights out, away we go. Let's watch Hamilton as he gets away, the 8-time world champion, off to a great start, and it looks like Vettel's going to go down the inside of Pierre Gasly in turn 1, and it looks like Piastri's gone down the inside of turn 1 as well, and he's passed Carlos Sainz. What a start for him. Whereas Lando Norris has lost a position at the start of this Grand Prix. He'll be disappointed with that, but still trying to make up that position as they go through this next section. It's going to be absolutely huge. Some people have started on the soft tyres, which is interesting. That means Piastri should, in theory, be going a little bit longer into this race. And he'll be hoping that he can stay with these guys. It's Lewis Hamilton that's leading. Gasly's managed to get back up into P2. Vettel is P3 with Sergio Perez in P4 with Ocon P5. Piastri following in P6, doing a very good job there as well. Sainz is P7, followed by Magnussen, then Verstappen. Russell is in 10th with Ricciardo in 11th. And Lando Norris in P12 as it stands. Right, okay, let's drop back a little bit with Piastri. I think it'll be wise to just try and stay with these guys for the first stint. I think Lando Norris needs to push a little bit more. Obviously on hard tyres, so we'll probably struggle to stay with this group for very long. We've got Ricciardo having a little look at Russell up ahead. And obviously DRS will come into things as well a little bit later on, but Lewis Hamilton leading the way and really starting to come of age this season, isn't he? If we look at what the championship will look like at the end, Lewis Hamilton will be taking the lead back over from his team, from the current leader and his compatriot Lando Norris. Gasly is in P2, doing a very good job, followed by Vettel in P3, and then Perez is quite a bit behind in P4, then Ocon and Piastri are following those. Norris still in P12. We're going to now bump down Norris. And I think we're going to zoom it through a little bit throughout this first stint, because I don't think...
DRS is enabled. DRS is enabled.
I don't think much is going to happen in this first stint. Piastri's got 27 laps until his pit stop. Norris, 40 laps. Of course, within that, there could be safety cars and the likes. Meanwhile, Norris struggling to stay in front of Zhou Guanyu. I'm expecting at some point Piastri is going to start catching up to Ocon, because he's on worse tyres. But he's doing a good job of staying in 6th as it stands. Let's pump up the engine for Lando. See what he can do on that. See what sort of times he can put in. Might do the same with Piastri. Let's just have a little check of tyre life. So Sainz is on the soft tyres, as we suspected. I'll tell you what, if Piastri can pull away from Carlos Sainz, that would be quite nice. So Piastri is definitely going to be the one that we're keeping our little eye on today. Let's deploy some of his ERS and see
use energy.
where he can get up to. I'm expecting this middle sector to be absolutely brilliant. And there you go, he's already caught up to the back of Ocon. This is very, very good. He's pulled away from Sainz, which is exactly what we wanted to see. Might have to go into overtake mode and see if he can come out on top here. This could be a chance for Oscar Piastri. He's coming around now the final corner. He's going to have DRS. He's going to have ERS. And let's see. Let's see what he can produce. He's having a look. Ooh, not quite. Not yet, anyway. Might have another go next lap. Goes up the hill, still right in his slipstream. And I'll tell you what, Ocon dropping off the back of Perez here as well. This is good. Norris, meanwhile, staying ahead of Zhou Guanyu. Need to take it a little bit easier with him. Now, do we shove Piastri back into overtake mode? That's the question here. Let's see, here he goes with DRS. And Ocon out of the DRS window. No, not quite, but it's coming, isn't it? It's definitely coming. Oh, and he might have a look into the casino here. He goes down the inside. What a move this is from Oscar Piastri, side by side with Esteban. Oh, he just backed out of it there. Well, that was very, very close, wasn't it? Right, back into overtake mode with the DRS. Should be able to make this move this time.
We have low battery.
Yeah. No, Ocon manages to stay in front.
Charge up.
Copy. Right. Let's follow that through. Just recharge the battery. Let's see what he can do. It's closing right in on him. Should stay pretty close throughout this lap. And we want him to drive in clean air. So let's get him to the end of the lap. And here we go. Slip him into overtake. Let's see what he can pull off. This could be a great overtake maneuver. Once again, not quite managing it. Actually, didn't seem close that time. What about this time? If he pulls to the inside, he can do it here. No, doesn't do it. But Ocon definitely struggling. It's lap after lap battles, but you know, if you don't get it done in the first corner, you're done for. And now this time into Raskas, so much closer. And this is the time for Piastri, surely. Yep, side by side. No. Still no. Still no. He'll be wishing he'd kept his nose in before, because they're losing time to Perez massively here. There's another chance. It's good defending, to be fair. It's very good defending. So let's zoom it forward. We'll get Piastri up to full charge and then we'll go for it again. And this time we're going to go into deploy.
So use energy if you need it.
Which means he'll get a full deploy on this next lap. So here we go. It's coming from a long way back. Does dip into the inside. Let's try and be aggressive. And this time, it's got the inside line, doesn't quite manage it though. Right. Let's see how he gets on. He should, fingers crossed, have the momentum this time.
So use energy.
He's very, very close behind. This is going to be the moment, I feel, on lap 23 of this Grand Prix. One pull to the inside, there we go, and down the inside he goes of turn one, and finally Oscar Piastri is through, but can he hold it all the way up the hill? Yes he can. Very good stuff from Oscar Piastri. That is awesome, awesome stuff from him. And now he needs to keep pushing, get more than a second in front of Ocon and leave him for dust, essentially. And start catching up to Sergio Perez, who's probably doing a much better job on tyres because he's been able to look after them. But Piastri pulling away now. Yeah, that's a very, very good first couple of sectors. And he is currently on fastest lap. Now then. Let's focus our attention back on to Lando Norris. Norris has to be a little bit careful with his fuel. Again, I don't think he's going to manage to get past these guys very easily. But Piastri already a second in front of Ocon. Zoom it forward. a little bit. Verstappen is the cork in the bottle for Lando Norris. Do we think he can look after his car enough? Oh, there's a safety car somewhere. Why is there a safety car? Where is Piastri? So Piastri is in 5th. How far is he off? So he's 5 laps off.
Okay, safety car deployed.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to come in, pop on the hard tyres. That's his pit stop done.
Drive to the Delta.
Lando Norris, meanwhile, still a long way off that point. And it was Sergio Perez who was in front of Piastri. What happened here?
There's Sergio Perez.
So he was catching up to the top 3. Big lock-up. Oh, and that's a huge crash. So Piastri now up to 4th. On track. Norris is in trouble. Right, time to get everything harvested and sorted out. Let's get him conserving, I suppose. And Piastri, he'll be heading to the pits.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Confirm.
Here he goes. So Piastri's in, along with everybody else as well.
Hoffman has also pitted.
And that's a very, very good pit stop. And Norris is going to come past his teammate Piastri.
Sainz has pitted.
So Norris up to 4th place. Here comes Piastri and just out in front of Porsche. We'll look at pit stops. So yeah, that was an important one for him. Let's look after those tyres now.
Get back off.
And let's zoom it through. So let's zoom it through until the end of the pits, or the safety car, the end of the safety car, I should say. Now, yeah, Norris is, of course, in trouble, but we cannot pit him.
We've got loads of energy.
We kind of need to hope for another safety car to come. So, safety car in this lap.
Safety car is in this lap.
I'm going to say don't fight teammate for Norris. He needs to let Piastri through.
So we just need to push now. So there is no overtaking
here we
until
go.
the control line, and there'll be 2 laps with no DRS.
If you can, push.
And I think Norris will... Yeah, perfect. I think that's worked out well. He's come out in front of Porsche now, who he's fighting
Use energy
with.
if you need.
Should have more pace than him.
Just recharge off, please. Just recharge off.
And now,
Yep.
let's see how close Norris can stay to these guys. Piastri obviously in a very different race. He's technically now in the race for the win. And everybody on hard tyres now. And there you go, Norris already dropping off his teammate, but Norris will hold up the guys behind, and that will massively help out Piastri. So here we go then. Whoops.
We just need to charge up.
Let's see if he fancies it. Can he use overtake to pass? Oh, he's got a good run here. But isn't going to make the move. Okay. I'll zoom it through then until DRS comes about. And Piastri could well be in the running for
And DRS enabled. DRS enabled.
another podium here. So we've got Lewis Hamilton leading. Vettel is in second now. And those two are going to be battling all the way here. First battle between Piastri and Gasly with the DRS. I don't think Piastri's got enough on this occasion. I think it is probably worth harvesting his energy up. Well, Norris.
Lift and coast will help.
Copy.
11 laps off where he needs to come into the pits. Okay. Piastri now dropping off Gasly. It's not that much of a surprise. Let's see if he can close back in, but it's unlikely to happen. Now Bottas holding everybody up a treat. Let's get Norris going a little bit. Let's try and get him away from Porsche. If he leaves him for dead, then... Oh, well, Ocon's now through. I was going to say Porsche would be able to hold up Ocon. Piastri now 4 seconds off the back of Gasly. Norris holding off Ocon. And how far off are we from pit stops? 4 laps until the pit window opens for Lando Norris, who's just been overtaken by Esteban Ocon, and, well, already a second between them. So we definitely need some sort of safety car or incident to help Norris out here. Possibly time to attack on those tyres. Piastri, meanwhile, doing a very good job. He's 5 seconds off the podium, but 10 seconds ahead of Ocon and actually gaining time. So Norris now using and abusing those tyres as much as he can. Maybe next lap, that's his time to shine. So let's get him using his ERS. That's what he's saved up. This is his last sort of hurrah with it. So here we go. I'm going to bring him into the pits this lap.
And box now, stop in front of the garage.
Yeah, confirm. Happy to box at the end.
And he'll be on mediums, of course. Other people will be on hards, but I don't see how Norris is going to get into that top 10 now. So it looks like Hamilton is going to extend his championship lead. Good job from Norris. Let's drop back to balance now.
Big lift.
Alright.
Drop that back to standard. So here comes Lando Norris through the final sector. And he's going to go into the pit lane now. Where's he going to come out? Hopefully he's going to come out ahead of Bottas.
Yeah, land the lane.
Which would mean 12th position.
Okay, understood.
On
And
decent
just
tyres.
the pit limiter in the pit lane.
That's the hope. Right, he's away in 2.5 seconds. Bottas coming round the final corner now. Norris still in the pit lane. There's Bottas, and, well, yeah, that's Norris's race over. That's fair to say. Norris right back to the bottom of the field. And that's a shame. But there's nothing he can do now, so let's harvest that up.
So recharge on.
Keep an eye on Piastri. He's doing very, very well. And should be able to hold off the rest of them for the rest of this Grand Prix. Now, can Norris get Giovinazzi? He should be able to. But it's not going to make much ground up, is he? Now, annoyingly, he could have probably stayed out 2-3 more laps and he would have come out ahead of Bottas. That's the annoying thing. But now he is very much stuck. Unless there's a late safety car and people decide to come into the pit lane. Piastri 8.5 seconds ahead of Ocon. Weirdly, Norris's fuel is going down. Don't really know why. He's going to have to lift a bit now. And yeah, Porsche has now caught the back of them. Surely he's going to be able to get past Giovinazzi. And he does do that. Very good.
McLaren gain a position.
Let's actually look at how Norris is getting on. Yeah, that's okay. He's going to catch Stroll next and should be able to get past him reasonably easily as well.
Overtake available if needed.
Yep.
So here we go. This is the chance. Let's look at tyres. Hamilton's are the best of anybody in that top 10. And well, there you go. That was like taking candy from a kid there for Lando Norris. He's past Lance Stroll.
Yeah, it was a good job.
And now trying to catch up to Yuki Tsunoda.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Again, should be able to really get past him fairly straightforwardly as well. Try and harvest some energy up the hill. Tsunoda has dropped out of the DRS range of Albon. Now this is where it can all work out. Let's sort of slip him into overtake mode. Fingers crossed he can make another good move here. Goes around the outside this time. It was a very risky maneuver. But he's okay.
Nice job, mate. Nice job.
And now, let's get harvesting because
And recharge on,
the
recharge on.
next move is going to be very tricky. Still 17 laps to go. Oh, Albon now has dropped out of DRS range of Leclerc.
And a recharge off is okay, please. Recharge off.
So
is okay.
Norris should get back up to 12th here, and then, well, maybe he can get as high as 9th in this race. These medium tyres do seem to be a lot better than the hards.
Overtake.
So here we go then. And then Norris again. He's Gonna go around the outside of Albon this time. And he is through very nicely. Should be able to catch up to Leclerc pretty straightforwardly as well. And then it's about catching up to Zhou Guanyu and Daniel Ricciardo. Not too far up the road. So here we go. Overtake on.
Press the overtake button.
About to get back into 12th place, hopefully. Because it goes round the outside again here. Very good manoeuvre. And now, let's see what Norris can do. As we say, should be able to pull away from Leclerc pretty easily. And he does just that. Right, let's get him harvesting. While he's catching up to these guys. Now Piastri, how's he getting on? He's 6 seconds ahead of Ocon, so Ocon is catching, but not really at any great rate. Just over 10 laps to go now. And we'll put a push in for the fastest lap from Piastri. So he has got ERS to use up. Now then. Norris's tank full. Now within DRS range of these two, or these three. If he can get past 2 of them, he will manage to get into the points. We're going to say attack, because I think that's how we're going to best do it. Over the line. So here we go. Lando Norris with a great chance. And he does go down the inside. That's a huge move. Well done. Well done, Lando. Very, very good. Up to 11th place now. Okay, cool everything off.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Yeah,
And that was an awesome move down into turn 1. Let's watch it again.
Now just take a look at the McLaren.
You can see he lined it up, went down the inside, and got the move done cleanly. And now, Russell is the next boy you want to get past. But first, it's Daniel Ricciardo. It's going to be a very similar overtake, you would think, to last time. And this is his chance to get past Daniel. He will, of course, have DRS as well. But he goes down the inside, and that is brilliant from Lando. And he is through very, very easily indeed.
And save fuel from now, please. Save fuel from now.
And you should imagine he will be able to get past.
Doing a good job so far.
I'm going to try and go for fastest lap with Oscar Piastri.
You can use energy. Use energy. You can use
Keep
energy.
an eye on that.
Okay.
That's a long way behind his teammate at this stage. Yeah, man. Choose overtake. And here we go then. Can Lando get past George Russell?
Overtake button available.
Yep, he goes round the outside. And Lando Norris up to 9th place, which is a very, very strong position to be in. He should be able to pull away from Russell. And now Piastri
McLaren
is
gain
purple in the middle
position.
sector. He comes up to the start-finish line. There's fastest lap. There is fastest lap for Oscar Piastri. Very good time indeed, a 1:12.3.
Drop back a bit.
And that should secure fastest lap.
All
Unless
okay
somebody
on
has
fuel.
a
You know
late
what you
pit
want for
stop.
speed.
Copy.
So Norris now got 12 seconds to make up to catch Max Verstappen. Let's be honest, that's probably not going to happen. So 9th place will be where he stays. It's a pity that we can't get up to 8th today, unless there's a late bit of drama. It has clouded over significantly. Are we potentially going to get some rain? Doesn't seem so. It's doing a good job as well. But I don't think we'll catch Verstappen. Piastri coming up with some traffic now. But no, you know, it's been a well-run race with Lando Norris. He's done a good job to get up into 9th from where we were. Shows maybe what we could have done had the safety car not happened. Right then. I don't think there's really any point in pushing Piastri too hard. He's got fastest lap in the bag. Norris as well, not really going to gain anything, so let's see. Piastri through the first sector. Gasly will be trying to get past Vettel over the line to finish second. It's been another weekend of domination though for Lewis Hamilton, who comes through the final corner. And Lewis Hamilton is going to win here in Monaco to retake the championship lead from his compatriot Lewis Hamilton. So Lando Norris, sorry. Sebastian Vettel is going to come over the line. He's going to finish a brilliant second for Alpine, with Gasly in 3rd in the end. Piastri's going to come over the line in 4th, a second consecutive excellent race for Oscar. And, well, he is starting to get himself right
So that is checkered flag.
back into the running. And here comes Ocon. He finishes a brilliant 5th. Magnussen is going to be next over the line. Long way off the pace today of his teammate, but he still gets a good bank of points into his account. 6th place for Kevin Magnussen today. Here comes Carlos Sainz. He's over the line in 7th, and then Max Verstappen continuing his poor start to the year with Red Bull. He's going to finish 8th, and it's Lando Norris, probably driver of the day. The amount of overtakes he pulled off towards the end. Very good stuff from him. He comes over the line and he finishes in 9th position. And then we've got George Russell rounding out the top 10. Ricciardo and Zhou Guanyu finish outside of the points. And there is sorry, that's Lewis Hamilton, who has won today. Very good.
It was such a joy to watch McLaren's driver give it their all. A fantastic result for McLaren there.
The whole team was absolutely on their game today, and the result proves that.
At the end of the weekend, it's 2nd place in the constructor standings for them.
Next time, the teams will be racing through the streets of another city. Join us in Baku on the shores of the Caspian Sea for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Right, okay, very, very good. With that, Lewis Hamilton wins, of course. Oscar Piastri in 4th, and Lando Norris finishing in 9th. Very good stuff from all involved there. So into the Drivers' Championship, Lewis Hamilton takes over the lead. Of course, you know, when we know that we're not in that race with Lando Norris. Lewis Hamilton will probably now go and dominate the season. He's won the last 2 Grand Prix, won the first Grand Prix of the year, and Then went a bit anonymous for a couple of Grand Prix, but he seems to be back now. Lando Norris is there in second. Oscar Piastri in ninth at the moment. Doing a good job. You know, last couple of races, he's had a fabulous time of things. And, well, hopefully the only way is up for him. We are currently in second in the Constructors' Championship. Realistically, we're probably battling with Red Bull for third. I think Alpine are too quick for us this year. But we will see. Obviously, Red Bull really struggling this year. Don't seem to have a good car at all, even though Max Verstappen has managed to win a race this year. But lots of teams on the back foot. Mercedes very much struggling. Ferrari are struggling this year. Red Bull are. So it's the fight of Aston Martin, McLaren, Alpine, potentially Alfa Romeo and Haas on their day as well in there for race victories. But yeah, let's continue on. Lando Norris, very good race from him, but Oscar Piastri very much showing his qualities this year. And 4.7 million in the bank, that is a lot of good money to get in there, and very useful to have, because we have been struggling financially this season. Piastri has got a new development point to look at going forward. We should have our new underfloor coming fairly soon, another 24 days. So looking at not this race, but maybe the next race after that. Let's just have a look at this. Well, we got Baku and then Canada. It's probably going to be for the British Grand Prix, obviously our home race with Lando and as a team as well. So that is where we're going to leave it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.